Maybe tomorrow, wanna settle down till tomorrow. That's by Terry Bush. Maybe tomorrow. So welcome to another edition of the SHIB Worldwide TV Broadcasting Network. That's for the entire world. And we're going to be talking about SHIB expectations and the upcoming bull run. We only have a few more days left before we actually start seeing some of that come to fruition. We've already started to enhance. Massive love show to Prince Williams. Hey, Prince is in the house. How's everything going in Prince's world? He's my trustee, by the way, if you guys didn't know it already. So massive love show to Prince. What's up, folks? Massive love show to Five. Fives is in the house. Way to go, Fives. Nice intro. Awesome. So we are talking about what we can expect to see for the bull run that's going to be happening in the next few days. How many days do we have left? Well, next week, right? Yeah, next week. It's only, what, 5 days away? 5 days before we start seeing some real gains. Yeah, wheel gains. Wheel gain. We want wheel gains. We want food. We want food. It's okay just getting my fat butt out of the... there you go. Getting your gear on, getting ready, getting hyped. I like it. Getting fit. That's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. Is it raining in your neck of the woods, Prince? It's just starting to thunder and lightning down here, so I'm just curious. He's just a little upstream from me, so he might be getting it sooner than I. Yeah, so we're looking at the 18th, 19th. We should be sitting around 18, 19 by then. TT in the house. TT, from Canada point of view, we've inherited a lot of people from the Ukraine have come here to live in Canada. So there's a lot of love going out to Ukraine from the Liberal government. The Liberal government brought a lot of immigrants from Ukraine to in Poland too. So good for you. Just got back from a run. Fives. Awesome. So you're even gearing up too. I should be gearing up as well. Arian Harrington. Hi. Massive love shout to Arian. Singer Bubba. Oh, from India. Singer. How are you? Fives. I'm playing with Spider-Man and nice. Flame 1, 2 in the house. Do you have one? No. No, I have a son that has autism. Thank you. TT, will you? We are helping Ukraine in a massive way. We've taken in a lot of immigrants from Ukraine. Excellent to hear, Singer. Clive Wilson. Yeah, well, can't blame that on Ukraine. That's blamed on the Liberal government here in Canada. That's Clive. So we can't blame it on the people. We can blame it on our leaders, right? They've helped out in a massive way. They brought them here. They gave them free hotels, free lodging, and gave them a 2-year pass until things settle down in their own country. But their own country is being turned into rubble. And then Mark Carney made the statement that he was going to give them $5 billion in infrastructure to rebuild. I mean, he's not even back in Parliament, and he's making silly accusations like that. He can't make those. He has to impose them, and then ask for it from Congress, and then he's got to get approved from the Senate. He can't just That's what I love about the Liberal government. They keep changing the rules. They keep changing the law so that no one can penalize them. It's horrible. Need more money. TT, that's awesome. You owe us. Zelensky's just doing what he. Um, you got to think of how much money was given to Ukraine over the past 2.5, 3 years, right? Yeah, smart lies. Yes, we're supposed to be talking about SHIB. Expectations for SHIB 25x to possibly 50x. Um, Only because we do much better than BTC does, Ethereum does, as far as multiplying, right? But we don't know what that's going to entail going forward. But we do hold 25x expectations to reach the value of SHIB. We're talking like 3 zeros, 596, 598, somewhere around there, to get to our value. And then we could see a 2x on top of that, right? So that would put you at half a cent. What are you talking about? Our country has given a lot of money to Ukraine, a lot of money. I'm not sure what else can we do. Nice, good luck. Smart life ideas. Okay, so good luck on SHIB getting to 25x from here. The last time we had this bull run, SHIB went up 72 million%. Smart life. I'm not sure if you were aware of that or not. We've also had more burns than, but people don't care for those burns because they were slowly accumulative over time. It wasn't something that was done randomly, right? It was done periodically through the 5 years. But how did we get to 410 trillion, 756 billion SHIB sent to the dead end wallets if we didn't burn any SHIB? What's up? Levy 77. Pamela Target. Hi, William. I'm great. Thank you. How are you today? Levy 77. Sub is in the. You subscribe to the channel? Excellent. Make sure everybody subscribes to the channel. Why is it important that everybody subscribes to the channel? We're the only channel. 80% of the proceeds from this channel, from TV, SHIB TV, goes towards you. Every single one of you holding SHIB. The more people we have coming in, the more we reduce SHIB. The faster we grow, guys. It's that easy. And does it cost you anything? Absolutely nothing. Massive love. Shout out to Mark Anthony in the house. Hello, fellow shibbers. Pamela. Good. Excellent. Good to hear it. Good to see you. Abby, I haven't seen Abby in a long time. Massive love show to you, by the way, Abby, if you come in and check us out. She was like, I don't understand how come this channel is not getting rave reviews. Every single time we come on, we're burning SHIB. Exactly. That's exactly it. We should be sitting at around what? 5 million, 50 million views every single day. Why? Because we're burning SHIB. The more people come in, the more we burn, the more we earn. It's that simple. Does it cost you anything? Absolutely nothing. Just come in, take part, sit down, have a drink on us, and enjoy the show. Exactly it. Enjoy the show. So everybody's making money. ED, what is SHIB? SHIB is a cryptocurrency. It's the only cryptocurrency that has zero governance. So what does that mean? No wages, no CEO, no CFO, no one whatsoever can remint or mint any coins. So once the coins are reduced to nothing, that means they are gone forever. So all the coins that are reduced or gone into the dead end wallets are gone forever. And if everyone thinks that the ecosystem development team have anything to do with SHIB, take a good look at Vitalik Buterin. He was given half the supply of SHIB. He burned 90% of it, of the 50 trillion, 500 trillion that he was given. So 410 trillion he threw into the dead end wallets. He never mentions once about the ecosystem development team. You notice that? And he was given half the supply. So if anyone had anything or any inkling to what was going on, wouldn't he announce it or endorse it? He did not. So that's your due diligence for you. Burn so you can earn. That's right, burn so you can earn. So the more we burn, the more you earn, right? Value adds more value to you so that there's less supply, gives you more. Every single person on the planet should be watching this channel, right? And just we just burned another $25,000 worth of USDT at this price. Holy smokes, right? That's 2 billion SHIB sent to the dead end wallets every single day. Come on, guys. You guys, that's awesome, right? That would be amazing. And how many people would we need? About 3 to 4 million people in the channel to take part in what's going on. And then we do massive live burns for everybody. That would be amazing, right? That would be awesome. Massive shout out to Babe's channel. Well, sorry to hear that need, Throne. And yes, our prayers are going to be with you and with your family and friends. Wow. No sound. Prince? No, it's not no sound. It's just that. Oh, hold on. Okay, sounds good. Stay right there. Jeez. Some people's kids. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but need for speed is gone, guys. We don't condone messages like that coming on. It's not good. Not good, not good. So have to give that person a timeout. I don't like giving timeouts to anybody, but when you make derogatory remarks that are profound, such as what he was doing, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, no, not good, not good. We're talking about expectations, guys. So, what are your expectations on SHIB? Like, where would you like to see SHIB go? I know a lot of people like get the 1 cent. DJT Gamer. Mass love shout to you, DJT Gamer. Did I lose some viewers? For those that didn't know, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you can. $1. There you go, Mark Anthony. I would like it to go to $1 too. We can get there if everybody came into the channel and started hooting and hollering and having a great time here. We could definitely do that, right? There's 5.3 billion possible investors in the world, so there's 5.3 billion people we could have on every single day and watch SHIB burn. Plus, we're also hosting the 50-50 raffle on top of that. Plus, we have AI coming out. All sorts of things that we're doing to reduce the circulating supply of SHIB for everybody's benefit. Everybody in the world can benefit from this. This is why it was so important for the 50-50 raffle to get started, so people understood that concept. I don't know if you guys knew about the 50-50 raffle or not. First of all, Des, the donations. Okay, donations are greatly appreciated, of course. But remember this, 80% go toward the reduction of SHIB. And where can you donate? We have to get monetized first. Once we get monetized, it becomes easier to do super chats. Yeah, super chat, right? if you like to donate to the channel. That's right, Mark Anthony. But you have to be what? Monetized first. So we have to get monetized. We have to get over 1,000 viewers and 4,000. We have to get over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours. We're working on that. We are at over 505 videos. Most of ours is all live stream, right? We do live streams. Why do we do live streams, Mark Anthony? How come we don't do videos? We always do live streams. Our whole podcast is based on live streams. We reduce SHIB, live stream. We do the raffle, live stream. We have to, right? Integrity is everything. That's right. Cricket. Okay, so Cricket. What is SHIB? SHIB is a cryptocurrency. It is the only currency in the world has zero governance, public burns. So anyone and everyone, every company, every organization, every exchange can reduce SHIB. There's no holds bar. Yeah, so anyone and everyone can reduce the circulating supply. Now, are we expected for you to burn SHIB personally? No. You don't get paid to burn it, so why would you burn it, right? If you're an organization, you get paid to burn SHIB. And I'll show you if you're a company or you know of a company and you want to burn SHIB, I'll break it down for you. I'll show you how you can make money burning SHIB. Those that burn it earn, right? More you burn, the more you earn. You're getting paid to make money. Hello? So every single company, every single organization should be doing it. They haven't. I don't know why. And if someone could explain it to me, I would love to hear it. Gothic TV, you have. Do I have Spanish? I have a Spanish accent? Cricket. How can it be? The people on the top are the organizations. The people on the top are the exchanges. Okay? They're the ones that own the most. Massive love shout out to Jason Cox. Massive love shout out to Cricket. Yeah, no, not a pyramid scheme. Pyramid works. The person on the top makes all the money, and the person on the bottom gets stuck with the bill, right? Right now, every single one of you sounds like a pyramid scheme, Narco. Sounds like a pyramid scheme. How does that sound like a pyramid scheme? Every single person on the planet can buy it. So the first thing is, we want to make sure people, you and me, can get in SHIB. Very important that we get in. And we need to get in at the bottom. Because if you get in at the top, you're gonna be dealing with a lot more than the people. You're gonna be dealing with organizations. And they have a lot more money than you and I. So the price will go up, yes. But the organizations will take advantage of it. So they can buy more because they have more money. Cricket. It is. It's not. It's not. How can it be a... Do you guys buy stocks? Are they pyramid schemes? Every single stockholder gets into a pyramid scheme? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're thinking? Because that's what stocks do. You get in at the bottom, you sell at the high, you sell when it's high. No, they don't have a clue how it works. Cricket. No wonder you're all doing live streams. You buy a company. You buy into a company, right? If you buy it at $1.45 and you sell it at $2.50, did you make money? Is that a pyramid scheme? SHIB is about to rocket 25x from here. Easy money. Minimum 25x in the next 2.5 months. It does this every 4 years, guys. So you buy it and you get out. Or you buy it, you stay in it, and you start watching to see if there's burns, see if AI is taking over. Come back and watch the war room, because we do a war room. Thanks, Prince. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's that simple, right? I mean, we're looking at a bull run that only happens 4 years, 4 year cycle. But SHIB doesn't have a 4 year cycle, but it's been following the 4 year trend. I have no idea why. Exchanges get paid to reduce SHIB too. They make it on volume. So the more they reduce SHIB, the longer the volume run is on SHIB. So the more you reduce, the higher volatility you get, the more volume, and all the exchanges make their money on volume. That's it, Cricket. SHIB sounds like right, Necro. And in a month and a half, you guys miss out because you didn't get in. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. I'm very, very sorry. And then you're going to be like, I wish someone would have told me this. And we did. We tried. And then you just ignored it. You just refused to look at it at all. And I can't help you if you don't want to look at it. And no one here can either. SHIB is pretty much a gift to every single person on the planet. It's the only currency of its kind. Publicly reducing its circulating supply, guys. Publicly reducing its circulating supply. Anybody, anywhere can reduce it. Yeah, it's a gift. Honestly, it is a gift. Because if you look at every other currency in the world, name one currency that you can reduce the circulating supply. You personally can reduce the circulating supply of. Visha. He's a new subscriber. Visha in the house. Mass love shout to Visha. We love trollers. We do, because it tells us exactly who you are and exactly what you do on these channels. And especially when we're all about helping every single person on the planet get educated in SHIB. So when you come out and you start trolling this, everybody sees that what you're doing, and they still have a hard time understanding is, why are you on this channel? Why are you coming on SHIB TV network trying to discredit something, make us look bad, when in fact the only thing that's making anyone look bad is yourselves, because you just blatantly refuse to listen and understand what's going on. Most people who come on that want to take part want to get educated. They want to know what SHIB is all about. SHIB is all about helping you. That's why it's a gift. SHIB can't make mistakes. Only the investors can make mistakes. That's the truth of it. Right? It's got no governing body, people. I try and tell everybody this same thing. No governing body. You look at Ripple, you look at XRM. XRM has changed hands 3 times. The founders left it alone because they went belly up. Now XRM is back. They're promoting it again. But if you look down the records, you got to look for them because you can't find the founders. But they still have the keys to XMR, not XRM. XMR, sorry. Cricket, talk about SHIB. Okay, want me to talk about SHIB? You want me to educate you in SHIB? I can talk about SHIB all day long. Last time we had a massive burn was a year ago, November, December of 2023, and January 2024. Right, 4 months is usually the profound when people realize there's less supply, causes a supply shock, and then people start to rally on that supply shock. Because trust me, 695 billion SHIB has been removed since 2021, along with the 410 trillion. No one recognized it, didn't get any kind of movement at all on it, which is profound if you ask me, because that's over 6,133,734.60 USDT gone forever. Gone. That's given back to every single one of you that are holding SHIB. That's the truth. Okay? 56 billion was removed between November, December, and January 2024. By March, we had a massive run, 5 to 6x on SHIB. 43 days, 6 to 7 billion on average in transactions per day. Now, all they had to do, all Shibarium had to do, was repeat the process. Call up their all the exchanges and ask them, if you burn through us on our network, our layer 2 blockchain, you're gonna be able to reduce SHIB and make enormous sums of money on the volume that it creates. They didn't do that, but they did now. But they still haven't come up with Coinbase or Bluebit to figure out what they're going to do with the royalties that they're getting back from these companies, because they still haven't burned any SHIB lately. Once they do, that's going to change things in prospectus for every single one of you that are holding SHIB. Yep, that's right, Shiba Inu. So if you look up them, you do the due diligence on them, you find out Vitalik Buterin did a lot for SHIB. It actually brought it into fruition. It brought it to everyone's attention. So everybody owes Vitalik Buterin a big, massive thank you. And Jesus, I don't know why we haven't, said thank you to Vitalik Buterin for doing it, because it must have had some sort of inkling or some sort of episode to give it away like that, and then come up with the reduction wallets and then throw away the keys so that you can't reverse it. Once it's gone in there, it's gone. It's forever ever lost. So in other words, every single company on the planet gets paid to burn it. How come they haven't caught on to it? Exactly. If you're getting paid to reduce it, that means you're making money. So you're getting paid to make money. And it hasn't caught on yet. Because if it did, every single one of them, 10 million of them across the globe would be doing it. Because why? Everybody wants to make money. There isn't a single soul out there who doesn't want to make money. And it's a guarantee once this takes on that prospectus, everybody's going to make money. Because why? The companies are getting paid to burn it. The exchanges are getting paid to remove it from circulation because it increases the volume. They're making more money. So they make more money. They repeat the process. Reduce it. Watch the volume climb up. So it goes from 8 to 10 billion in transactions every single day. But the problem is what? 240 exchanges now accept SHIB. Cricket. Yes. Bitcoin and SHIB have a lot in common. Cricket have a lot in common. Both have zero governance. And where's Bitcoin? Where's Bitcoin? SHIB has only been around for 5 years. So it's brand new. Brand new. Brand spanking new. And it had 72 million% increase. Like, that's an eye-opener. Nick. Nice little shout to Nick. That's right, Babe's channel. Thanks for letting them know that, yes, this is Shiba Inu. Number 22. Yes, that's true, Cricket. They use a lot of different blockchains, but we're also on multiple exchanges, right? Bitcoin centralized. Naomi. Niobe. Yeah, Shiba Inu. Yeah, Shiba. You made it out, and you're about to see it explode. So that's awesome, right? This bull run starts in about 5 or 6 days. So, you have some gains now. Wait, wait. October hits and it goes parabolic. News to you? Yeah. Well, yeah. So, well, that's what we're here for. I mean, yeah, I know that's what you mean. I know you're in the green. For all of us that are in the green, eh, uh, that's right, Babe's channel. Super chat all the way, right? Why October? October is the cycle time that we had last time. So 4 years ago, Mark Anthony, the 72 million% increase, majority of that 72 million increase was in September, October. October was blast off. If you notice the massive green candle, that was 12 billion USDT. Guess when that was? And that was almost every single day. 12 billion USDT trading hands every single day. That's massive, right? Wow. Massive shout out to wow. So that's why Mark Anthony's asking why. This is when it hit the all-time high was on October 28th. All-time high. Mark Anthony, so there you go. So write down your calendar. October 28th was when it hit. 2021 hit all-time high for Shiba Inu. For SHIB. So that's when you can see your fruition coming to fruition, roughly around the same period, within a couple of days. Can it keep going? Absolutely. Ball caps in the house. So ball cap, we're talking about SHIB and our 25x expectations. What are your expectations for this massive bull run? Cricket. Last remember when the Yeah, but remember what Bitcoin started off as? It was a joke, right? It started off the same way. And it's the granddaddy of them all, Cricket. So everybody who's in crypto knows about BTC. There's not a single soul who doesn't know about BTC. You can go to G2 mining and then mine Bitcoin right now. That's our recommendation, because if you just want to get in, and you don't want to spend a lot of money to get in, because right now we're looking at all-time high for Bitcoin. Thanks for letting me know, Cricket. Bitcoin did hit all-time high today. 123,455 USDT. Expectations are 124,000, which is only 1,000 away. That's right, 1,000 away from all-time high again. So Cricket's right. Bitcoin did reach all-time high of 123,455. It's only got it's only got a little ways to go before it hits 124,000. And I know that a lot of people are thinking that it's going to hit 140. That's going to be double of where it was 4 years ago for its all-time high. That's double the $70,000 USDT. Did you know, Cricket, that majority of the crypto enthusiasts sold when it hit 100,000. Did you know that? 80% of the people holding BTC sold it. Guess who was buying it? Have one guess who was buying it. Well, besides Saylor. You ready for the run, ball cap? It's going to be nice. You're going to be very, very happy, very, very fast. But you're not going to get ecstatic over it. It's not going to be like, ooh, it went to $5, unless we have what? AI come in, or we have a bunch of things going on. No, I wasn't buying it. BlackRock, crypto. You got to remember that all these, when it had the ETF, all these organizations from around the world were now allowed to buy it. So they didn't hold nothing back. They were putting billions of dollars to work. Some people would say trillions of dollars to work in buying BTC, because BTC went up, then back down. And I don't know how many of them started piling back in when it got to 70,000 again, right? It was roughly around 76,000, 77,000 was the low point. Yeah. Nice, huh? You like that ball cap? That was a while ago. And remember, that was right after Vitalik Buterin burned 410 trillion, just so everybody's aware of that. No, they actually sold majority of their outcome. It showed it around 102, 104,000. 80% of them sold it. All the ones that were holding it for like 9 months, a year, 2 years, all of them sold it. Like 80% of them sold their Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin went to 107, right? Because who's buying it? Retail investors, massive corporations, banks were buying it, leveraging it. And of course, Saylor, you can't. That guy is always buying. Every time Saylor buys, he puts an announcement. I'm buying more. What happens to the price? Anyone? It goes down. Why? Massive volume. Everybody's trying to unload it on Saylor. So Saylor's the one left with holding the bag. But what is he doing? He bought it before. Now he's just buying more at a lower price. He's not completely lost his mind. He knows exactly what he's doing. WIKI, ball cap. Okay, so you gotta be careful with these WIKI. It's the same as you go look at Baby Doge. Exact same thing. All the burns, though, go through ecosystem development team. Go look up XRP. The exact same thing. They all say the same thing. XRP. We don't burn XRP. No, it's the ecosystem that they have that burns on the transactions on every XRP. So they twist it. They don't. So you got to be careful of that ball cap. Wheels pumping up. Position. WKC. I'll look them up. Hold on a second. Ball cap, you got me interested. Because normally when I look up these companies, I get upset. Yeah, a lot of alts are pumping and Cricket. Yeah, you get a lot of pumping and dumping, right? On hype, they drive it up on hype, and then of course, but everything follows what? BTC. So you can't really blame it on them. You can blame it on BTC because of the halving. Because everybody follows BTC. All of them follow BTC. But that's what I'm saying. SHIB shouldn't be, because SHIB, you're getting paid to reduce SHIB. Every organization on the planet should be buying SHIB. Like, they should all be trying to get into SHIB because they get paid to reduce the circulating supply. Hold on a second. Hold on to your party hats. We're going to get right into it. 25x expectations. And ball cap, I'm looking it up. Kurtz, Meatloaf. Do you like the band, or are you talking about Meatloaf in general? Oh, yeah, I think it's in. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to have to actually go into a cryptocurrency. I don't see it. Cricket, BTC's king. That's right. That's right, Cricket. It is king. But Bitcoin and SHIB have it's very similar. They have no governance. So that's what makes them similar. Bitcoin has limited supply. SHIB has a supply that's constantly being reduced. And you get paid. If you're a company, an organization, you're getting paid to reduce SHIB. And ask me how you can do that. No matter which company you are, you get and the bigger the company is, the more you can reduce the circulating supply. And it doesn't cost you anything to do it. So that means you're making money. You're getting paid to reduce this, to make money is basically how it works. So who wouldn't take part in that? That's the thing I don't understand. People they have a hard time understanding that, right? Cricket. Kurtz, massive love shout out to you. The band, Meatloaf. Yeah, so was great, right? Love Meatloaf. The last album went double platinum, didn't it? Okay, so no, not the blockchain. Anybody, everybody can burn SHIB. It's not. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those. You can copy the wallet address off SHIB burn.com. Anybody, anywhere in the world can take that address, right? Go on there, look up the address, wallet addresses. It says address on the top right-hand corner. Look at them. There's 3 of them. You copy them. You put them in there. You put them in your exchange or wherever it is that whatever exchange you're using for your cryptocurrency. Transfer the money. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Okay? So if you're able to reduce the circulating supply from anywhere in the planet, from anywhere, from anyone and everywhere, from all over the world. So companies can make money burning SHIB. We personally don't make money burning SHIB unless we pay capital gains. The only way you pay capital gains is when the price explodes. Another reason why I think it's being suppressed, because they realize that. A lot of people realize that, and I think that's why they suppress it. And they know that the burns increases your wealth at the same time. So you have to understand that too, right? So, and companies get paid. Okay, so corporations, every single corporation has losses, and they can figure it out daily on their losses. So we'll look at a coffee shop, for instance. I'll use it as an example because a coffee shop, everybody goes to the coffee shop, right? You know, when you're in a line and the cop ahead of you doesn't pay for the coffee and he doesn't pay for the cookie. Why? Because it's good PR work? Well, it is good PR, right? Because it promotes what? More police officers coming and staying at that coffee shop. Absolutely. But what else does it do? People misunderstand this all the time. They don't get it. So what that means is that's a loss. They write it down on the till. They take the till and say no charge on the till. No charge. Free security. Right. So why would they do that? Yeah, it's a loss, right? It's a corporate loss. But who's to say that there wasn't 3 cops in the lineup? 4 cops, 5 cops, 6 cops in the lineup. What about the person that gives you coffee? The coffee's not good. Doesn't smell good. So the coffee beans are bad. They have to discard the whole pot. They throw the whole pot out. They rinse out the pot. How much time is lost? How much money was lost in that period? Got to write it down. You can't just accept the fact that it was bad. You have to write it down as a loss. That's 12 cups of coffee gone. So that has to be a loss too. But who's to say it's who's to say it's 2 bags or 1 bag? How come it can't be 3 bags or 4 bags? No one knows, right? Jason Cox, I make my own coffee at home. But Jason, when you go out and you get the beans, right? Because most of us who go out and buy coffee, you go out and get the Nescafe instant coffee, or you go and get the company that you bought it from, the grocery store that you bought it from, charges 20 to 30% above market value so that they can sell it to you and make a bit of a profit off of it. But if the can comes in and it's got damages done to it, it's a write-off. That's a corporate loss. And they take it at retail, plus the wages to put it on the shelf for everybody. That's taken into consideration too. So the whole thing's a loss. Does that make sense to everybody? So then when you have those losses, you take half the loss. Okay? So when you double the loss, take half the loss, buy SHIB. Take the other half, reduce it. You're getting paid to make money. You're getting paid to make money. Everybody get that? It's not going over your head, is it? Astra, Clova, Massive show to you. Rogena. Okay, so I have no, unless you're talking about cryptocurrency or we don't condone violence, right? We're peaceful. We're Christians. We love. We try and spread the love, right? We try and do as Jesus would do. Try and say what Jesus would say. We don't condone violence at all. VJ, I'm corporate slave. Mass love, shout out to Jay. Ruby 7. Mass love, shout out to you. Yeah, you got that right. Stable coins are stable. That's what they are. That's why they're called stable coins. Taxes, income. Okay. Cricket. This goes for everybody, right? We want to make sure we get this message out to the entire everybody that's in here right now. Cricket just said that he gets the idea of loss of corporations. What he doesn't understand is what SHIB's role in the whole matter is. Well, Cricket, if you're getting paid to make money, are you going to continue doing it? If you're getting paid to do it, of course, you're going to continue to do it because you're making more money. So the more you do, the more you make, right? So you don't have to speed things up at all. All you got to do is do the exact same thing. Guess what would happen if every single company in the world caught on to this, that they're getting paid to make more money? They're all going to want in on it, 10 million of them. And they're all going to be fighting over the scraps that are left over because every single one of them is going to want it. And there's 10 million companies. And you're going to tell me they're going to be happy with 20, 30 billion SHIB. Okay, well, there's only going to be a very select few of them that get 20 to 30 billion SHIB. The rest of them are going to be fighting for between 1 and 5 billion SHIB. The price is going to skyrocket because all of them want to do the exact same thing. All of them want to get paid to make money. And the ones that are, that's why I kept telling everybody, you're so early to the rat race It's not even funny because all these corporations are going to want to get in. Once they get in, you're going to see SHIB just explode. Just explode. And you're going to have the same scenario. You have all these people all want to make money, and then all of a sudden they have a supply shock because 76% of the total supply is held by the top 100 wallet holders. There's 1.533 million wallet holders right now on the Ethereum. Just on Ethereum. Then you have 240 exchanges on top of that, right? Or 144 exchanges on top of that are fighting over the 140 trillion left outstanding. So you understand what I'm saying? You understand where this is going? VJ, what are the thoughts on Polygon? Oh, we love Polygon. I'm in talks with Polygon myself. The SHIB 50/50 raffle, that is, over getting smart contracts through them. I haven't heard back from them, though, just so you know. But Polygon, we're expected to have hit roughly around the $5 mark. It's sitting at 25 cents right now, or 26 cents. It's got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. So, yeah, we're in it for a bull run. That's where we see Polygon. So, those that are in Polygon are probably happy about that news because it's like, that's 10 times, 20 times your money. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscription costs you nothing. We do burn SHIB with the subscription. So every time we get someone coming in, we do 80%. 80% of the proceeds go towards the reduction of SHIB circulating supply. Why is that important to you? Because we're making you money. Now name an organization like ours that is dedicated to making you money. We're dedicated to making you money. We want to see you come in every single day, have a great time, enjoy the ride, right? Because, yeah, that's why we do live, so that everybody understands that when we do live, it's for the benefit of the entire planet, not just you or me, but for everybody who comes in here. So, yeah, 80% of the proceeds go towards the reduction of SHIB circulating supply to benefit every single person on the planet that's in SHIB. You have to be in it to win it. That's the truth of it. Cricket, how does it? Okay, the value has skyrocketed, but the problem is the people behind that see it, that are in SHIB, haven't seen the value come to fruition. So the value's there because every time we do a reduction in SHIB, there's value added, right? Every time there's a burn, we add value to every single wallet holder that's holding SHIB. So it's on you to find out how much you want to own, right? I don't know your financial situation. I don't know anything about you. So I'm not your analyst. I'm not your broker. Okay? So we tell everybody, use your own discretion. And with SHIB being so low in value, you can buy it for a lottery ticket. So it really costs you not much to get in. Like $14.20 buys you 1 million SHIB. You're a SHIB millionaire with $14.25. Wow, right? So everybody can afford $14 USDT all over the world? No. But they can afford $5 or $6 USDT every single week, every single month. It depends on their personal preference. And that's what we tell them. Use it like a lottery ticket. Buy it once a week, twice a week, once a month. Whatever you can afford. It's just loose change sticking around. Why not? It's like buying a lottery ticket. Absolutely. Leave it and forget it. But this bull cycle, you don't want to leave it and forget it. Even $14, 25 times, your $20 is still not bad. Still going to be $500, right? So where else are you going to make your $20 make you $500? Except through a vending machine, lottery at a casino. And it's a one-trick pony. You only get 5 spins at the dice or 20 spins at the dice. Depends on how much you want to bet. Yeah, so Cricket, that's the way it works, right? So you know that every company on the planet wants to make money. So every single one of them should be buying SHIB. They're getting paid to burn it. Now you understand the whole concept. And everybody can burn it. So when you, Cricket, want to take money out of SHIB, you made, I don't know, $500,000 on SHIB. Your capital gains, you have to pay taxes on the capital gains. Now you can do a couple of things. On your exchange, you might have USDT or USDE or US stablecoin. You can just transfer it to a stablecoin. Therefore, you don't have to worry about the capital gains. But if you did have to worry about the capital gains, you need the money now. What you could do is take whatever it is they have to pay on the capital gains, figure it out what you have to pay on the capital gains first, guys. Then reduce the circulating supply of SHIB. But when you do that, you have to keep the wallet address you burned it with and the wallet address you sent it from so that they can track it back to you, right? You got to keep that in mind when you fill out your taxes. So you burned the 30% that you had to pay, or 40, 50 or whatever it is that you had to burn first, and then take the money out. Then use the money that you burned to write off against your capital gains. Everybody understand that? Okay? Just saying for those that need to take it out. If you don't need to take it out, move it to a stable coin. That's exactly what you do. I'm pretty sure that Cricket, you're already looking at that for BTC anyway. That's the smart people do, right? Because BTC is probably going back to 37,000, maybe down to 22, 25 in the next downward cycle, which is roughly around December. That's right. You don't pay taxes until it goes back into fiat currency. That's why that we can hold a raffle in SHIB, because we don't transfer it to anything. We don't take anything other than SHIB. Not legal tender anywhere in the world. It doesn't hold value until you switch it back to fiat currency. That's the law as it stands today. They're trying to figure out ways around it, but again, it's very tough for them because the regulations state that they would have to have regulations over those cryptocurrencies, which they still haven't provided the laws for. So they'd have to do a little bit, and don't leave it to government, because government come up with a plan to do it. So don't give them any option. Don't give them any ideas. I won't be touching my BTC. Okay, well, you know darn well, we just, guys, you guys blinders or what? Cricket, you know Bitcoin's not going anywhere. You just got the Genius Act just came out 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Trump just signed it into law. Everybody, you understand this, right? The Genius Act was just signed. It solidified your positions in cryptocurrencies. Right? Instant. Once that act was signed into law. Okay? BTC, Ethereum, ADA. I mean, the list goes on. XRP. All the stable coins, right? They're the ones that got the whole shot the first time, is all the stable coins. Especially USDT. You put money into USDT, they match it, because it goes towards what? Cricket, you should know this, right? The Genius Act just came out. It just came out. It solidified your position in BTC. But that doesn't mean that BTC can't dive because of the halving. Everybody thinks this is the super cycle. They thought that the last time around this was a super cycle. So don't be afraid to take your money out and make money. Or do like Cricket's going to do and stick it into USDT. Double his money right away. Every single dollar that goes into the USDT, the Federal Reserve is going to match it. And why are they going to do that? Because it's going to stabilize the U.S. currency. That's right, stabilize U.S. currency. It doesn't take away from the U.S. currency spending, but it does add to their GDP. So, and right now their GDP is around 30 trillion USDT, which is awesome, right? Everybody understand that? 30 trillion, that's amazing. It over and above China, and I think that's why China is upset because it's so high. The world's largest economy is the U.S., but they also have the world's largest debt, 37 trillion. 37 trillion going against them. Cricket, you're 32 years old. Buy some SHIB. Get yourself on some SHIB. Guys, 2 million, 3 million SHIB at $2, $3. And a lot of people think it won't ever get there. Trust me, they said the same thing to Bitcoin. It'll never get to $50. And if you told them it was going to 100,000, they would be laughing at you till the dogs come home. And look where it's at. 124, almost 124,000. 124,000. Who's laughing now? Nobody. Everybody's crying because they could have got in at 50 cents. Half a cent. Could have got Bitcoin at half a cent at one point. You imagine Cricket getting in at half a cent? And all of us could have got it, right? Because how old are you, right? 32? At 22, you could have got it at $5-6. Could have borrowed it from Dad. I need a $500 advance and be sitting on a million right now. Sitting on millions. See, the thing is, everybody misunderstands this, right? SHIB lost its meme status when Vitalik Buterin got half the supply. So when on May 12th, 2021, Vitalik Buterin burned SHIB, 410 trillion. But before he burned it, he had to create 3 wallets. 911, massive love show to you. Do you know Brett? No, I don't. 911. I must look a lot like him, right? Rubies. 7s. Take your money and open a Roth IRA. SAP 500 ETF. Russell 1000 or technology play. Q. Cricket. You learned about when you're 17. Wow. Did you put any money into it at that time? Or shortly thereafter when you became 18? Did you stick any money into it then? Juice Box! ETH on the way to break all-time high. Also, Jukebox. The ETH phenomenon ended with Bitcoin. I'm sorry to say this, but it didn't do anything for Ethereum, right? ETH on the way, breaking all-time highs. Also, Ethereum is well, usually with Ethereum we got this run, exact same time period, right? Between September, October, November is a massive bull run in this time frame. So Ethereum probably hit around, the prediction is it's going to hit over 11,000 to 12,000 USDT. Now, it might get higher. There's rumors that they're going to start reducing SHIB, but they're just rumors. There's no evidence to support the claim. So until it starts doing that, Ethereum could easily go to 25,000. But let's see if they do it. Okay, and they're going to do it on a massive scale. That's what the rumor is, but of course there's no proof to back it up. Okay, Ruby 7. I'm going to stop you right there, Sevens. You don't mind if I call you Sevens? Rugby. The reason why is because you're in the mainframe of stocks. Now imagine having your favorite stock. There isn't one, right? You don't have a favorite stock, because if you're a stockholder or a stockbroker, you don't have a favorite stock. You never marry the stock. You never marry a company. And there's reasons for it, because it always lets you down if you hold it. Long enough, you'll understand that each of these companies will somehow upset you, because they let it get over their head, and they start taking money off the table. Now, it hurts the company when they do that. Or they put more money into R&D because they're trying to balance themselves out, because their product is slowly deteriorating. How many people know Blueberry? Right? Research in motion. Okay? Same idea, same principle. Right? You never marry a company. You short it. You get to the point where you're like, it's more profitable to short the company than to stay in it. And that's the truth of it. Okay? In cryptocurrencies, you're in it, it's got momentum driven. But right now, we're getting into a massive bull run. Every 4 years, this happens. Every 4 years. So it's without fail. Rugby. So if you don't take part in it, you're going to miss out on the run. And then when you hear the hype and the explosion, 20x your money. Dan P. Dan, thanks, buddy. Happy anniversary. Thanks for the note of non-confidence there. Yeah, so I was... So Rugby 7, sorry about that, guys. Rugby 7, I want to reach out with you, okay? Don't like the fingers through the hair? No. So how do you evaluate SHIB? Okay, so if you're a company, how many companies want to make money? Rugby, how many companies want to make money? Every single one of them want to make money. Right? Every single one of them want to make money. What happens if you could tell them, every single company, tell them, listen, you can make money right now. All you got to do is buy SHIB. Take your daily losses, do 1 to 2 or 3% of your daily losses that you have, send it to reducing SHIB, then buying it. You're getting paid by the governments from everywhere around the world to reduce SHIB. So you're paying yourself to burn it, and you're paying yourself to buy it. So you're making money constantly, because you're doing this daily. And if every single company figured this out, all of them are going to do it immediately, because they're paying themselves to make more money. Do you understand that? Everybody get that? No? Every time they do a reduction, or they just double up on their losses daily, but they can't. If someone steals from you, constantly stealing from you, and it's 25 to 30% of your intake, there's no way that you can write that all off. But if it's once a week or once a month, you can write that off and spread it over the days. It seems like a lot, but when you do it per day, it doesn't add up that much. Just like we were talking about the coffee shop. You can't write off half of your supply because it was half spoiled unless it was burned and you had a fire, or if you had that, you'd go through the insurance, right? And then the insurance pays you what was lost. But you don't want to do that through insurance because then it becomes something else, right? James, ETH just broke its all-time high. Thanks, James. Let's look into that. Massive shout to James. Massive shout to Ballcat. Massive shout to Dan. Thanks so much, James. Absolutely appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're here for you to educate you in SHIB so that everybody can make money immediately. No. So that we can start reducing the circulating supply so you can start making money. As soon as we do get enough people in here, we can burn SHIB on a massive scale. We also are part of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. But I have a funny feeling that things aren't going to pan out for the 50/50 raffle because a lot of people don't want to buy the tickets. I don't know why. The reduction, half of the supply goes towards the winner, half of the supply goes towards the reduction of SHIB, which would have been profound, right? It would be snowballing out of control. So, yeah, let's get into ETH. Let's not leave it too long, right, James? Because that's amazing. Hit all-time highs. It was almost there yesterday, right? I'm excited. Cricket, you still haven't explained how. Okay, so Cricket, sorry about that, Cricket. You have an exchange, right? You're on an exchange, regardless of the exchange. Do you know how to transfer your coins to a different wallet? Cricket, you know how to do that, right? Right? Get a thumb up. Okay, so if you know how to do that, you copy the address. You go on. Okay, Cricket, you ready? Write this down. SHIBBURN.com. Okay, go on to the address. It's going to say, okay, when we go into it, it says burn addresses. So you click on the burn addresses. I'm going to do this with you. Click on the burn addresses. There's 3 burn addresses that come up. The number 1 is BA1. Okay, burn address 1. It ends in 42069. See that? There's a little note that says copy that address. So what you do is you go to your exchange, you copy that address into your exchange. Okay? And then you transfer it to that wallet address. Whatever cryptocurrency you want to transfer over to that, no, it has to be an SHIB. Okay, so you have to buy SHIB and then transfer it to this burn wallet address. Now, there is a fee depending on which exchange you use. If you use the blockchain layer 2 Shibarium blockchain, it's half a cent. Half a cent per each transfer. Okay, so it's very inexpensive to do it that way. And then once it's sent, you'll get a notification, and it should show up on the main page within seconds. So you go back to home, and then the address that you burned it from, whichever exchange that you're on, and you use that address, it'll show up here, right at the top. Notice it says 3 hours ago, this wallet address, 6F7AF1954F, just sent 16,895 to the burn wallet address. You got it? Excellent. So there you go, Cricket. Anybody, anywhere, from all over the world can do it. Okay, and then we're going to get back to, I know, James, I got you. Ethereum, 4731.83. Look at that. All-time high. SHIB hasn't hit its all-time high yet. The other coins haven't hit their all-time high yet. XRP is pretty close, right? So what's that mean? So when it hits its all-time high, what happens with what happened to Bitcoin? So everybody looks at Bitcoin when it hit its all-time high. Right now, 123,612.22 for Bitcoin. So all those holding Bitcoin, you are now $123,000 in USDT. That is absolutely amazing. Its all-time high for before 4 years ago was what? 71,000. 71,000. That's a 50,000 gain. GNG. GNG. That's a good question. Okay, we're going to look at something here. Doodaloo. Okay, you said WKC? Is that right, Ballcap? WKC? That's WikiCat. WC, yep. Okay. 709701. Holders 78,000. Volume 101.38 million. That's not good, ball cap. Very few people know about it. Pancake Swap, Gate.io have it. Lacoin, LA token. So it's up massive, right? Was that 704? But it has zero, like it doesn't have very big volume ball cap, so it's dangerous. That's a red flag. Okay. Roland. Sage. No. BNB coin. BNB is a good coin, actually. Right, because it's off of Bitcoin. It's a subsidiary of Bitcoin. Yeah, but $849 ball cap. SHIB is 4 zeros, 1 3 1 4. Is it 1 4 now? Hold on to your bobby hat. Hold on to your. So that's what we're saying. SHIB is going to hit an all-time high very, very soon. All these are going to hit all-time highs very, very soon. So why would you sit on the sidelines? Exactly. No, I'm not going to skip over your Sage. See, the thing is with the community, I think everybody got shell-shocked on the community of SHIB because of the ecosystem development team overdoing it on everything. They made promises to the people that they couldn't keep. And that has a dramatic effect on them when you get lied to constantly. And then they think that they own SHIB, and they try and convince you that they have your best interest at heart. But the truth is they don't. Right? They don't. So what happens when someone gets discouraged? They usually get out, and they stay out. Bone got smashed Leash got decimated. What happened with the metaverse? SHIB was miles ahead of everybody, right? In the metaverse. And all of a sudden, we don't hear anything about the metaverse anymore. They fired the person that was running it. Nice. Good job. Okay? Shibarium was supposed to go out and start burning SHIB. Didn't get the gas token. Nope, no gas fees associated with SHIB at all. Even though they told everybody that they were going to have gas fees on using SHIB. SHIB Burn came out and said that they were going to start a layer 1 blockchain that was going to reduce SHIB, but even that closed on a bad note, because what happened? They stopped doing it? Or, yeah, I don't care about the crypto. You don't care about crypto? Okay, Sage. So never mind. Talking about the violence that makes... We don't condone violence, period. So anytime there's violence in the world, we try and use love to solve it. Right? What do we need to do to solve it? Tell them, listen, we can't help you unless you help you. We want you to stop fighting. We don't want any more bloodshed. Somebody has to give up their side of it in order for that to be announced. Okay? So the violence has to stop. Can't continue. Violence means more people die. So it has to stop. So something has to be done to make it stop. You have to answer for it. So the person who started it has to answer for it. They have to surrender their position so that there's no more bloodshed. Everybody understand that? That's why we pray for those that have what? Fall short. Even we fall short of the glory of God. But we always come back to Jesus Christ, just like King David did. He went back and forth to God. And he wrote most of the Psalms and the Proverbs because of his actions. So we don't want to condone violence. Absolutely. We do it through love. Love each other. And love for each other. That's why we love Jesus Christ. That's exactly why we love Jesus. Because it's out of our control. We have no control over it whatsoever. We only pray that it doesn't continue. We need the people to come to fruition. Okay. Fiat Shibarium. Yeah, so ball cap, what happened with Shibarium was, and we don't like putting anyone on timeout. We want to try and make sure that we talk to those people. We need to pray for them, right? But it's getting away from SHIB, absolutely. And right now, the focus should be on SHIB for the entire world to take advantage of it. We're going to leave it on that note, Ballcap. Shibarium promised a whole bunch of stuff through the ecosystem development team about how much they were going to reduce SHIB to. They came out, certain people came out and made a statement. Then they shut those people down because they couldn't back it up. They had no intention of reducing SHIB. In fact, when they did reduce SHIB, the first thing they said was, see, the burns don't matter. People don't look at the burns. Truth of the matter is, it takes 4 months for people to realize the psychology of it. They just did not catch on to it. Because by the time they finished the statement, we started, what? A massive bull run in SHIB on the 56 billion SHIB that was reduced. That's right. So what happened? All they had to do was do the exact same thing and get royalties from other exchanges to do that, because it would have increased their what? Volume. Exactly. Volume means more money. More money means more reductions. More reductions mean more volume. It's not rocket science. You're making money. And how much money can you make? Well, Ethereum made over $40 billion in 4 months. That's $10 billion a month. All they had to do, and it was free money for them, all they had to do was burn another 10 billion SHIB worth. 10 billion USDT worth of SHIB, which was around 28 billion at that time. So that would have been what? Right? If they burned $1 billion, or 10 billion, we would have been left with only a quarter of the supply, right? So we would have been left with 489 trillion, somewhere around there, 400 and yeah, it would have been awesome because it would have been like 300 and something trillion SHIB left outstanding. And then we'd have the wallet, the big wallet over top of SHIB is the burn. And then SHIB is slowly being dwindled down even faster because more and more people, more and more exchanges are catching on to the exact same idea. They start doing it. And then the companies start to realize they're missing out on all this money. They start doing it. And then you have Morgan Stanley, and you have, by that time, you have multiple factors from different banking sectors all over the world trying to do the exact same thing, driving the price even higher. And yes, eventually we'll get to the point where SHIB is under 17 million US, 17 million in circulating supply. And God knows how much money that's going to be once that happens. But how long is that going to happen? Well, unfortunately, the people that are coming in here are looking at things and saying that they don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to them. They can't figure it out. That's why we're here, is to try and help them out. I'm Will, your host of the SHIB TV Broadcasting Network. I want to say thank you to every single person that comes in here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Remember, 80% of everything we take in from this channel goes towards you. Every single person on the planet who comes in and takes part in this. Ghostly TY. Hey, Ghostly. Massive love shout out to you, Ghostly. Thank you so much for coming in, but we're about to close it down. We're going to leave you with John 3:16. Ghostly, I know you from before. Trust me, I know you. And massive love shout out to you, by the way. Joiny, Gloria, nay, love Jesus. Yeah, massive love shout out to you, by the way. No problem, ball cap. John 3:16. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son for the entire world. He sacrificed his only son. Do you have any idea what that means? If you had a son and you sacrificed him for the good of every man, woman, and child on the planet from now until the end of time, and they could all come to him and say, I understand that you are the Son of God and that your blood was shed so that I may have eternal life in heaven. If I take you into my heart, because your sacrifice did not go unnoticed. I noticed it. I take you into my life. I want you to forgive me of my sins. You're forgiven the moment you say it. All your sins. Your brain works overtime, but you are forgiven of all your sins from that moment you gave your life to Christ. Okay? You sit there and say, I understand that you're the Son of God, that you died for me. I love you. I'm devoted. I'm yours. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and you are one with Jesus. So go forth and be one with Jesus and ask him everything. He is your new guiding light. You take him wherever you go. You're his. And it prevents you from sinning anymore because you understand the value of that sin was Jesus had to die for you. So it becomes even harder for you to sin the next time because you realize the blood that was shed for you was through Jesus Christ. Amen. God bless you. Hallelujah to Jesus Christ in the highest. He deserves all the glory. Every single ounce of the glory goes to our Lord Jesus Christ, because everything we do, with every breath we make, with every food, every particle that we eat to survive, is for the glory of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. God bless you, everybody. Have a great one, eh? Massive love shout to every single person on the planet. Love yous all. Take good care of each other. Until tomorrow, we'll want to settle down. Until tomorrow, we'll just keep moving on. That's why we keep coming back. That's why we love this channel so much. We want to share that blessing with the entire world. Absolutely. Fives. Fives. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. Have a great and wonderful evening. Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from wherever you're in the world. I'm going to leave you with Terry Bush, maybe tomorrow.